Very annoying if you're Meghan Markle, particularly when you want to choose your own narrative, you know. We've seen, haven't we, on a podcast how basically she tells you her truth, you know. Do you remember the bra stations, the padded bra stations for the Deal or No Deal gig? Remember that one? And then, of course, if you think back, there's been so many other bombshells that have been proven to be outright lies, particularly in the public domain, but seemingly, in Meghan's mind, they're truths. Now, the bigger problem that she has, and this has been the biggest problem really, are these books that have come out this year, particularly the one by Tom Bower, Revenge. We told you recently how Prince Harry was up in arms about the fact that, you know, he really was annoyed that this was the sort of, how should I say, an ongoing battle from him against his wife. We also pointed out, and as ever we have to say allegedly, that the former Prince of the Realm, Prince Harry, simply known as Hazza now, wanted to get legal because he truly believes this is the only way of stopping it. But there's a bigger problem now for Meghan Markle, as ever, and it's simply not Valentine Lowe, Tom Bower, or many of the other people that are currently working on expose books about the former member of the British monarchy. Something a lot closer to home, as ever. Let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here, nice to see you. Hope you're all keeping well, fine and dandy. It really all centres upon the fact that when you think about it now, we can all have opinions, can't we? Whether you're online, social media, YouTube, whatever. People get involved, you know, they're allowed their opinion. This is something, of course, that the ex-royals don't like. If you remember, of course, Prince Harry called social media toxic, you know, it wasn't the right thing. Oddly enough, everything he now releases is via the internet or social media, yes. But now Meghan has a bigger problem because following the purchase of Twitter, which is another social media platform by Elon Musk, the billionaire, who's basically fired many of the wokey staff after only being in charge for about 5 minutes, now he's also reinstated the accounts of many people that were formerly banned, including the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump. But more annoyingly, actually, for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, it's Meghan's half-sister, Samantha Markle, who's now been reinstated with her own personal account. Now, whether you're a fan of Samantha or not, you know, what one has to say is that she was there at certain pivotal points in the early life of Meghan. Whether she knew her in the latter part, obviously, that's debatable. But either way, you know, she will have had direct stories told to her from her father, who we wish well, by the way, still recovering, Thomas Markle. So it's interesting to note, according to a very good source, that Meghan herself now is incredibly nervous about the return of her half-sister Samantha back to the Twitter base. This is because, of course, with her ongoing plan to reinvent herself and a very expensive new PR team, which are trying to circle her back as everyday American mom, then, of course, for her, the problem remains whatever she says, puts out, or indeed, you know, writes, can be torn apart by someone who knew her incredibly well. So when she's looking back at her story, for instance, where Meghan was gushing about just exactly what a pivotal support her mother, Doria, was in the early part of her life, many people have already rectified that and said, well, actually, Thomas equally did a lot of the share. Why is he not getting the recognition? This is set to be juicy at its best. Samantha's not known for holding back, but more importantly, you can understand truly why Meghan now will go into 2023 even more nervous than ever. And let's not forget, we can also look forward to the paperback version of Tom Bower's Revenge, which is due out in the spring too. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.